the Bloodline shit is a little bit more confusing because it's like Jimmy looked like he not. I mean, but Jimmy was like that. That's the thing about it. Jimmy was like that the initial run. Like he was like, I ain't going. Like this is, I ain't no hope. That's what he was telling Roman that whole time.
But I think it's going to be the opposite this time. I think Jay is going for the tribal chief.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I think Rome might be on some wise man shit. That's what I'm thinking.
I wouldn't hate that, but I thought it was going to be Jay against like right. Roman said when he was leaving, he ain't changed.
Yeah, he did. He said,
I'm still me. So it's like he still think he a god. And he's trying to get Jay to be that guy, and Jay's like, all right, if I'm the guy, then that means I'm over you.
Right. But
he's like, you said smash them all. That means you too.
But at the same time, it's like Roman might not have changed to. It's how comic reference. It's how T'Challa is, bro. In normal world, real world, like people don't view T'Challa as a hero for real because he's about his people. He's about Wakanda. He don't share resources. He's a hero obviously to us, but it's like he's not really a hero to the outside world. For Roman, he might not have changed to the normal WWE, smash them all, whatever, y'all expendable. But to my family, I've changed. Like he might be willing to let Jay be the tribal chief as long as it's in the family. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I hope. That's the part that's a little bit more confusing. That's why I'm saying I don't know how they're gonna rope them back in. I feel like they can figure the vision out if they apply some type of common knowledge to it.
Yeah,
because it's a good group. They got so many personalities. Even if Braun and Bronson looking at him crazy, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know how it will work, maybe, but I don't know. Somehow, because we all know the end goal is somehow maybe Paul Heyman being with Braun. Either Braun gonna be by himself or Paul Heyman gonna be with Braun. So there's so much that they can do. There's no way, bro. That's why I don't think Crown Jewel is really the end all be all for Seth. But it's like at the same time, they do need to do something because we are looking at the character like y'all. He keep talking about power, and. Losing.
He was just on some silly shit last month.
Right. Yeah, you was on some. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. WrestlePalooza was some like, bro. They should have never had that match. They should have never had that match. They should have just let AJ and Becky scrap that by themselves because there was no reason. It did not make any sense for Punk to get a dub over Seth at that moment in any capacity, especially like the way stuff been going. I know it's AJ's first match, but that's AJ fucking Lee. And at the same time, that's Becky fucking Lynch.
I think they were just trying to protect AJ just to make sure that she was fully ready.
Bro. But for her to me, in my eyes.
And that was the easiest way to get her into the feud was like her coming out to help Punk.
Yeah.
But again, it didn't need to be a tag match after that. It could have been just two separate singles matches or whatever.
Out there, and I ain't saying Seth couldn't have got beat up. He could have got beat up. But for him to be in that match and lose is crazy. And bro, that's not to mention like, let's keep it a buck. Becky could have lost. Like, bro, she could have lost. Yeah. We would have been cool with AJ Lee as an Intercontinental Champion, bro. It's fine. Like, we would have been all right.
Yeah.
Y'all been planning around part-timers for a grip. Even my mans. Y'all had to do it for my mans, too. She not even a part-timer. She full-time, but y'all could have planned around that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just like, that shit is bad, bro. If y'all didn't have him out here doing silly shit, if he loses to Cody, it wouldn't have been as bad. Because it would have been looked at as a villain just getting put in this place for the meantime. But he'll be back. But now it's looking like your heel needs a dub. Which I guess goes against what we know. So, I don't know. Yeah. They literally told us to our face. Heels don't win. So, I don't know how to interpret
That's exactly what they told us. That's exactly what they told us.
I don't know. So. It's a weird space. What do you hope that they do with the Jimmy situation, though? Like, I've seen some theories that they hope. I've seen a lot of theories, actually, because I did some digging. I seen that Jimmy might. I've seen Jimmy that he's going to fall in line. I've seen that this payoff might be for Jimmy and not Jay in the end. I've seen a lot of stuff.
Honestly, I'd like to see Jimmy just fall in his own.
Yeah, just be done with the family shit. Just be like, bro, I'm Big Jim.
Because I mean, he really don't need to. I don't know. His character's kind of hard to place at this point. Like he's just been passed around. Sounds crazy, but like he was with Jacob. Now he's back with Jay. But now Jay's going down the path that Jimmy told him 2 years ago that he didn't want him to go down, and that's why he didn't help him. So it's like it only makes sense for Jimmy to not want to be around for it. So if Jimmy were to just like take a step back and leave for a little bit, that would make sense. But if you send him to SmackDown, then he's still in the solo realm of things, and he's still like if they are jumping somebody, then he's gonna like in character wise, he would feel the need to come out and save somebody. And you can't keep him on Raw if Jay and Roman are doing anything over there. So it might be best to just take him off TV for a little bit, just see what happens, and then when he comes back, he can make his own decision.
Father Jimmy might be different, but that's the story that I want them to play into. Though at the same time, like it's bigger now. You know what I mean? Like for Jimmy, at least, like you now are in. I mean, they all have been had kids, but like in kayfabe, Naomi's gone because y'all having a kid. I mean, that's real life and kayfabe. Like it's public knowledge. It's bigger for you now, bro. Like family should be the motive for you at this point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they should be running around in tyranny like they were, but like if y'all are gonna go down this same rabbit hole, at least do it organically. Like make them faces organically and make it different. Like whenever y'all just threw them back together for the war games, bro, it was weird because we didn't know what was going on with Roman. Now if y'all tell that story clearly, what Roman's intentions are with Jay, like look, I've been top guy for a grade. I've been a tribal chief. I still want to be the tribal chief. But if you get there before me, I'm not even mad. Okay, cool. I'll be like, all right, bet. I understand. Now, there will always be that look of, is Roman really cool? Or he just saying he cool? Right. But even still, like, that's still even more character development. Like, if Jay happens to reclaim glory and Roman actually being cool, it's fine. Because at this point, Roman, bro, all that's left for us is get back on shelf, and if we wanted to take another crack for Cody, which I'm assuming that's going to happen at some point, you got the opportunity to do that. That's all that's left. Yeah. But as far as like reigning over the WWE, like long term, like as a champ, nah, bro, that's over. That's over.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think the best thing is just whatever happens over this next couple of months, or whatever happens with the rest of the story, the person that should be on top at the end of the story is Jay.
That's how it started.
Story started with Jay. It ends with Jay.
Right.
Like this story doesn't take off to the point that it does if Jay doesn't play the part that he did. Because like, yes, the turn was like, okay, Roman's different. Once he did what he did to Jay and Jimmy, that's when we was like, all right, he's diabolical. Like this is a completely different version of him. And then once Jay eventually fell in line, and Jay was at a different level. So it's like, all right, Jay different now. Like we saw him going for Intercontinental Championships, win the Intercontinental title, win the WWE Championship. Like we've seen him take all these different steps. The last step is that motherfucking Ula follow. Whenever this shit is done, Jay Uso needs to be wearing that Ula follow.
Right. And at the same time, like, even if he gotta beat Roman, bro, it's a good story. Like, it's still good. Yeah. Like, and it's
that's perfect. That's the perfect way to end it.
It's the perfect way to end it. And it's like, damn. But it would be curious to see where they go, like, both of them after that. Like, nothing really would happen. Like, I mean, if they show respect, show love, and, like, I mean, I think that's a perfect way to send Roman back to SmackDown if you're going to do that. If you're going to send him back to Cody, you do that. You be like, look, I got to go handle my own shit. Like, I'm going to leave you alone. Like, bro, you the tribal chief. Is it cool if I go handle my own shit? Jay be like, all right, go do that. But don't come back here. Don't come back to Raw.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't come back to Raw.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Go do that. And then they can do that. But I don't know. There's a lot of loose ends, bro. Like, with a lot of stories that's kind of, like, weird. And there's a lot of open-endedness that they can
see.
They got the work.
I just thought of this. So say they do Roman versus Jay, right? And it's the bloodline rules, Ulafala is on the line, all that, right? And it's not just them two. Obviously it's them two in the match. But remember when they had the initial like fight for the Ulafala and Alpha and Sika were up at the top and they were the ones that handed it to Roman?
Yeah.
This is a little bit different because they would be out there during the match. But what if it was like not a lumberjack match, but like Solo and his crew is out there, Jacob is out there, Jimmy is out there, and you see like kind of similar to like when Hangman and Kenny Omega was going at, and it was put into to everybody's minds that Hangman couldn't win the big one. He couldn't win the big. He could never be better than Kenny. He could never be better than these guys. And the Young Bucks had helped Kenny win so much. And then when it was time for them to help him beat Hangman, they were like, you know what? You deserve it. What if Solo was out there and his group is out there, and obviously Jacob and Jimmy would be, they would be unbiased or whatever. They would just be there. If they're like, nah, like Solo's like, nah, I'm not about to let this happen. I'm not about to let Jay get it. And then it gets to the point where Jay's about to win. He going for a spear or whatever. And Solo like,
you got it, bro.
Like gives him his blessing type shit. Like that would be fine. Like
That's
that would
nice.
be a great way
fine.
to just end everything because then everybody can
It's
go
out
to
there.
their own separate things.
Yeah.
Because like you said, like Roman could always go back to SmackDown, but if he does like if it goes like that and he goes back to SmackDown, Solo's still there. So that still in everybody's mind, like, damn, Solo's still there. They still got the problems.
Yeah.
But if they do it like that, then everybody is in the same story. Even Sammy's out there. Everybody that's in the story is out there at the same time for the culmination of it. And they're like, everybody respects Jay. Like, all right, you the tribal chief. Like, whatever you say, we'll do. So, like, now Roman off limits. Roman not dealing with Solo and them. Solo and Jacob not going back and forth no more. Jimmy doing his thing. Sammy doing his thing. That way, the whole shit is done. You can't keep going back to it because they'll keep going back to it as long as they can. They gonna keep milking that shit.
Hypothetically though, if that happens like that, greatest story I've ever seen, bro. I swear.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, greatest story, like, bro, I would go back and watch that shit start from the finish.
This is a 5-year story, 6-year story.
Man, and only, brother, and if you wasn't there, oh my god, bro, that's one of those stories you say, like, and that's one thing I always say